Welcome to part 1 of Driver's Day Series 4, Trucking TV's unique coverage of the UK's road haulage industry from the driver's viewpoint. Today, 21st of November 2016, we're heading out from DJ Spall's yard in a village called Dullinghoe in rural Suffolk. Our first destination is Norwich, where we're due to collect a broken down tractor unit and trailer, apparently with a fully laden 40-foot container aboard. The first word we get is that the vehicle suffered clutch failure on or near the weighbridge, but that's all we know. Unusually in transport, starting time is 8:30 AM, although we really don't have any idea of when finishing time may be. We'll go home when there's nothing else to do. Our driver today is Stuart Tydeman, who's been working recovery since leaving school, and it's time to learn more about him and his career to date as we travel around Ipswich and then up the A140.
So Stuart, tell me a bit about your background. You drive this monster vehicle. It's 26 tonnes, 580 horsepower. It's a bit lumpy, isn't it, really? And you drive this around the roads of East Anglia, really?
I'll try my best, yes. I've been doing a job for DJ Spall for 6 years now. It'll be 7 in May. Every day is different. That's what I love about the job. You never know where you're going or what you're doing next.
So you've been driving this beast for how long?
I've had this one for 4 years. So I had a Volvo FH before that.
That's not quite such a big vehicle, is it? The Volvo?
The Volvo was a 6-wheeler, but we could do exactly the same. Just the gear wasn't as good on the back.
Right.
And that's ultimately what makes the breakdown trucks.
Right. So this vehicle now you can tow literally anything on the UK's roads, I suppose, with this.
90% of it, yeah. Obviously mobile cranes are a bit of an issue, but other than that, anything from a mobility scooter right up to a mobile crane we can move with our specialist low loader as well.
Right. And you do, is the answer. No?
Certainly do, yes.
I mean, today we're going up to Norwich because we've got a vehicle to recover to Felixstowe.
Yep.
Will there be anything else happening, or is that kind of probably going to be your day? You don't know?
Who knows? We could be here until 5:30, we could be here till midnight. It is entirely how the roll of the dice every day.
Your boss gets a phone call.
He relays it off and off we trot.
Without even a look behind us.
That's the kiddie. 1 minute we're doing a straightforward, simple lift and shift. The next thing we've got one upside down in a ditch. Yeah, he's really lucky to draw it every day.
And you're a family man. One of the things that must occasionally get to you is, when the missus says, "What time are you going to be home?" Your answer is always the same. I don't know.
That's why she's give up ringing, bless her. It is a tough on the family side. It's not just a job. It's more of a lifestyle than a job. I mean, he leaves me alone, at weekends now because I have my kids. It's, otherwise you miss out on so much. I've done the 24 hours, 7 days a week jobbing, and it ain't fun. It's not. Yes, you do profit from it from a wages point of view, but what you profit on money you lose out with family time. So it is a hard concept between the two, to get a happy medium.
But you still have to do the hours during the week, is the answer, isn't it?
That's the kiddie.
But you come across as a happy man, so in reality you like what you do.
I wouldn't be sat here otherwise. You have to love the job. I mean, we have many people come and try the job.
Yeah.
It definitely takes a different kind of person to roll around in a lay-by at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's a dead cert. We used to get called out at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. The one that really gets me and really winds me up, I don't mind, I can leave dinner, believe it or not. I know it's a hard struggle. Or when you've just got home, that's not the hardest one. The one that really winds me up the most is when you just get out of the shower.
Right.
You've caked in rubbish all day and you just get out of the shower and you're off you trot and go get caked in it all again.
One of the things about recovery work is that, in fact, it's a dangerous job from the recovery guy's point of view. It's not safe. You're out in the middle of a major road sometimes with traffic hurtling past, and anything can happen.
you have to make the scene as safe as you can. I mean, obviously, if we're in lane 1 or lane 2 of the A14, A12, then the police are normally in attendance before we get there. If not, they certainly are by the time we have arranged to meet up with them and deal with a lane 1 or lane 2 closure.
Right.
Same as M40, for argument's sake, we're travelling along now. Because there's just no room for error. There is no hard shoulders. I mean, sometimes even just the lay-bys along the A14 and A12 are nowhere near wide enough. I mean, you get a breakdown, you're working on a real thin white line.
Right. Yeah. And just past you is vehicles going past at 70 miles an hour.
None of them move over. None of them move over. Orange, amber flashing lights. People speed up because they don't want to get stuck behind you. If you're sat in a lay-by with them on, 90% of the time you could stop a car 100 yards up from where you are, and they wouldn't have even noticed you were there.
Right. In the States, it's a dangerous job as well, isn't it? People get killed.
Right across the world. I'm sure. I haven't looked into it, but I'm sure there's towies right across the globe that get killed on a regular basis. I mean, I'm not 100% sure of the numbers, but it does happen.
In the UK, what about in the UK? Do we get a lot?
There were several this year I know about. There's obviously a lot more that we don't know about, I'm sure. But, it does happen, unfortunately. And you can wear as much high vis and put as many cones out as you like, but I'm a strong believer in if your time's run out, your time's up.
That's quite a thought, isn't it, really, from your point of view? Because I guess the trouble is that quite often you really do have to concentrate on what you're doing, don't you?
110% all the time, and you get you got to have eyes everywhere. You got to be watching the traffic coming past you. You got to be concentrating on what you're doing, because I mean, worst case scenario, you get a wagon fall off the back of this, and you're going away for quite some time.
Right.
We'll be back with part 2 as we get to Norwich, that fine city in Norfolk, and collect our first job. But things are never as easy as they first appear. See you soon.